Live backstage, Royal Farms Arena in Baltimore. I'm here with the legendary Little Steven of the E Street Band.
How you doing?
I'm doing well. Thank you very much for hanging out with us backstage.
It's cool.
Why are you laughing? You don't think you're legendary?
Are we starting all over again?
Absolutely. We're starting all over again, but we'll jump into it real quick. You've been doing your Little Steven's Underground garage show for almost 13 years now.
Yeah, something like that. 14 years, yeah.
We love it. We, of course, have it on Big 98.5.
Yeah, that's cool. We're on about 140 stations, I think, and
Worldwide, really.
all over Europe, yeah. And 24/7 on Underground and Sirius Satellite.
And the mission of your show is just to have some fun, play some rock and roll of all the decades.
Yeah, play the coolest records ever made, centering around the British invasion of 64, 65, which 64, 65, 66, for about 5 years there, I think it's the greatest music ever made. We play everything that influenced that period and everything the period has influenced since. So everything from Little Richard and Bo Diddley to the Ramones and the Clash and everything in between.
All right, of course, we've got you tonight with Bruce Springsteen and your E Street Band. What about solo stuff? Anything on the horizon for you, or are you working on anything?
No, I've been doing mostly TV lately. Finished Lillehammer in Norway. We did,
Right, which is awesome.
Thank you. Yeah, 3 seasons. Got 2 shows in development right now. We'll see where they go. We'll probably be done somewhere September, October, so I'll be looking back into TV at that point.
Going back to your acting career, did you ever expect when you started The Sopranos that it was going to be that big?
Nah, you never know. We did the pilot, and they didn't even decide to do it as a show for almost a year, you know. They held it for about a year. And then, within a couple of weeks, man, people are stopping me on the street. And, you've been in rock and roll for 25 years.
Right.
It's like,
And they remember you as the guy from The Sopranos.
that's it. Forget about that rock and roll stuff. You are now a TV star, man. It's amazing how quickly, the TV really does. It goes right into people's living rooms, and they feel like they know you,
All right, like you said, you've been a rock star for that long. What's the craziest thing that you've ever seen while you're performing up on stage of all the years?
Oh, I don't know.
Anything come to mind?
Well, just the other day in Dallas, we had 50 10-year-old girls who were like from a dance class.
Right.
Barely could see above the stage, singing along to every song. I mean, it had to be 10, maybe 12 years old.
Right.
They weren't born when we did the reunion.
Right.
For the reunion, they weren't born yet.
Right.
And they were all had these red bandanas on and pom-poms. It was completely surreal. It was like the Nirvana video or something, and and they were all singing along. So it wasn't like their parents dragged them. It was just one of those things.
Right.
So I mean, you get stuff like that every now and then, which really it just makes the evening fun.
Last question, and this is kind of really towards me. This is a concert I've never seen. It's a bucket list concert for me. For somebody that's never seen Bruce Springsteen and the E Street Band, what can they expect?
Well, you picked a good one. We've never done this before. We've never done an album from beginning to end.
Awesome.
Yeah, as a regular thing. We've done them now and then, but and it's a good album to do from beginning to end because it was a record that we wanted to capture the live sound of the band on. We had trouble doing that. When you start off playing, you think you only have one craft to learn, right? Which is play guitar. But it's really like 4. You got to learn how to play guitar. You got to learn how to perform. You got to learn, how to make records. And in the end, you got to learn how to write songs. And so the actual making of records didn't come together for us until this album, The River.
Right.
5 albums in, It took a long time to figure it out. And so it translates very well live, as you'll see. So the first 2 hours of the show is The River. And then we do what everybody else calls their show.
Right. All the songs they came to see.
And then we do the show you pay $750. Then we do the show. You pay $750 for to see the Stones, right? That's after The River.
Right.
That's our 90-minute encore. So
Bruce Springsteen and the E Street Band. We are live backstage at Royal Farms Arena in Baltimore, and again, catch Little Steven's Underground Garage every weekend on Big 98.5. Thanks again, Steven.
Cool, man. All right.
Perfect.